Hey everybody, so for this video we're going to talk a little bit about the axons. So in the previous videos we talked about the dendrites and the somas of the cells, and that's the gray matter. So now we're going to talk a little bit about the white matter, as well as the ascending and descending tracts that they make up. So that said, the white matter, myelinated axons, their goal is to send signals. In this case, in the spinal cord, they're going to send those signals to and from the brain. Very important because think about it. If sensory input comes in, right? If I touch a hot stove, right? That information is going to come into my hand. Let's pick something that's not going to be a reflex. Maybe I'm going to stand in the sun. I go outside and my skin's going to warm up, right? That signal is going to go from my skin to my spinal cord. And from there, my spinal cord is going to send that ascending pathway to my brain. My brain's going to think about it. It's going to say, hey, it's kind of hot. Maybe you should step into the shade. After my brain thinks about it, comes up with that decision, it's going to send a signal descending pathway down my spinal cord. And eventually, they're going to send those signals out to my legs, the muscles in my legs, to tell me to walk away, to move. All right. So with that said, the white matter is going to be sending signals up and down the spinal cord to and from the brain. The ascending tracts are going to carry sensory information up the spinal cord. Descending tracts are going to carry the motor output down the spinal cord. Key terms. Ascending is sensory. It's what you take in. You take what you take in, such as feeling, tasting, seeing. All these things are going to get brought into the body so they can go to the brain for processing. Specifically, when it comes to these, we're going to be talking more about feeling, right? And then the brain's going to make a decision, send it down, descending, and then the motor output is going to be sent out. Okay? I kind of repeated myself a few times. Just keep that in mind. That said, many of these fibers are going to exhibit something called decussation. And what this means is you're going to see kind of a crossover. What that means is the left side of your spinal cord is typically going to be interacting with the right side of your body. The left side with the right. I don't know if I screwed that up. Left goes with the right, right goes with the left. So they're going to actually interact with other parts of the body. So if the right side of your spinal cord sends a signal out, it's actually going to go to the left motor output. So if I want to send a signal to my leg, my left leg, it's going to come from the right side and vice versa. So things to keep in mind. This image here, you do not need to know any of the terms on here, specific ones. It's just supposed to give you a little representation of what the heck's actually going on. So with that said, these tracks here that are highlighted in these orange and yellow are just showing you how different parts of the axons are interacting with different parts of the ascending and descending pathways, as well as the sensory input and the motor outputs of the body. Different parts of the spinal cord are going to interact with different parts of the body, and that's very important. And that's really the main part of this slide, is so you can see just with these highlights specifically what they're actually interacting with in the body. Again, you're not responsible for specific terms. I just want you to understand that concept. If you have any questions on this, please let me know.